Welcome to online session of Shikshan Maharishi Dr. D.Y. Patil BBA CA Art Science and Commerce College Pune. In today's online session, we will see the next marketing mix element, that is price. Dear students, first we have to understand what is price. As we all know, it is the narrowest sense. In the narrowest sense, price is the amount of money charged for a product or service. It is very simple to understand. It is the amount charged for product. More broadly, price is the sum of all the values that consumers exchange for the benefit of having or using the product or service. It is the value charged. For example, if we go to a restaurant, we not only eat the food, but we also feel the ambience, the atmosphere over there, the lighting over there, the air condition over there, and we pay for all the benefits we get in the restaurant, that is air condition, atmosphere, the lighting, the food, the service. So price is what is charged for all the benefits the customer is getting. Now try to understand that we pay price for many things. For example, the rent we pay for apartment, the fees we pay for the tuition or to the doctor, the dentist, the fare paid for bus, airline or taxi, interest charged by bank on money borrowed, the salary paid to employees, wages paid to labor, premium paid to insurance, etc. are all prices, are all different kind of prices. Now try to understand that price is the only element in the marketing mix that produces revenue for the company, while all other elements of marketing mix, that is product, place, distribution, incur cost to the company, and price is one of the most sensitive and crucial element for the company as far as decision making is concerned. Now we'll try to understand the concept of pricing. What is pricing? Pricing is the act or process of determination price of the product. Pricing means the process of selecting the pricing objective. How to set the price for the product? We have to set the objectives of pricing. What is the purpose of deciding the price for a product? Determining the possible range of product. What is the range of price we can set in for the product? Next thing is develop the price strategy, and last thing is setting the final price and implementing controlling pricing decision. So how to set the price is the question before the company. The determination of price is very important and crucial decision. It affects all parties in the production, distribution and consumption of good. Price affect volume of production, sales and the amount of profit. It is the source of income to producers and distributors. So once we set the price for the product, it will have an impact on the overall operations of the company, right from the selling of the product to the intermediaries of the product to the profit of the product, and for the customers also it will have an impact. According to W.J. Stanton, pricing is the function of determining the product value in monetary terms. Very simple. A company has produced the product. Now they will price or charge the product. That is pricing of the product. Next thing we'll see is factors affecting the pricing. Students, there are internal factors as well as external factors that affect pricing. Internal factors are pricing objectives, marketing mix, structure for pricing, and cost for the company. These are all the internal factors for pricing, while external factors that affect pricing are market demand, prevailing market price, competition in the market, government control, marketing intermediaries interest and social concern. These are the external factors. Now we'll see one by one the different internal and external factors that affect the pricing decision. Internal factors affecting, first internal factor is the company objective. Now students, a company has to decide what are the objectives before the company. The objectives of the company can vary. For example, they can be like survival in the market, they can be like current profit maximization, gain market share, or become leader in sales, and objective can be like good quality leadership. They want to establish their product as a good quality in the market. Now, suppose a firm is setting objective of survival in the market, that is competition is very high in the market. Then how to set the price? They will set a very low price so that they think that with low price customers will buy the product, thereby demand will increase for the product. Now, if the objective is like current profit maximization, how to increase the price? They will set a high price for the product and try to maximize the profit. Suppose the objective is like leadership, to become the leader in sales, then how to set the price? Set a very low price so that increase in sales, and now automatically our product will be sold in high volumes and we will become the market leaders. Suppose the objective before the company is to become product quality leadership, the firm will set a high price to cover high performance quality and high cost of research and development. So setting the objective also defines the price of the product. For example, when Toyota and Honda decided to enter and compete with the European luxury performance car for their Lexus and Aura brand, they set a high price. Why? Toyota and Honda set a very high price for their luxury cars because they wanted to establish product quality leadership. Second internal factors that affect pricing is marketing mix strategy. Price decisions must be coordinated with product design, distribution, and promotion decision to form a consistent and effective marketing program. If business organization decide to use many resellers, heavy promotion, and superior features in the product, they need to invest more money for this activity, hence set higher price for their product and vice versa. Company wants to charge a price that both covers all its cost of producing, distribution, and selling, a fair price of return for its efforts and risk. If these costs are high for company, its price will be high and vice versa. What does it say? It simply says that setting the price depends upon other marketing mix element like your product, your distribution, your promotion of the product. All these things will define the price. Next internal factor is structure of pricing or organization structure also. Suppose for example, if a finance manager of a company has to decide the price, then what he will do? He will take into consideration the cost of the product and decide the price. If the top management has to decide the price, what they will do? They will think of the competitor prices and a standard format for deciding the price. So the organization structure also influences the pricing of the product. That is one of the internal factors. Now we will see what are the external factors affecting the price. The first external factor affecting the price is market demand and supply. If the demand is high, we will set a high price. If the demand is low, we will set a low price. Suppose there is monopoly in the market of our product. What we will do? We will set a higher price. If there is competition in the market, we are going to set a uniform price as that is being set by other sellers. So what we have to understand from here is price elasticity of demand need to be considered for the determining price while considering this element. So price elasticity need, you may have learned what is price elasticity in your economics subject. So market demand also affect the pricing of the product. Second external factors that affect the pricing of the product is the competitor cost, prices and offers. What is the price of the competitor that affect our product? For example, Pepsi deducted its price on its 200 ml Coca-Cola. Why? Because Coca-Cola also deducted its price to the price of Pepsi. So competitor pricing and offers also affect the pricing of the product. And there are some other considerations like the economic condition, inflation, intermediaries, interest, social concern that also affect the pricing of the product. So what we have seen right now, there are some internal factors as well as external factors that affect the pricing of the product. Now we will see what are the different methods of pricing the product or the approaches of pricing the product. Students, as we know that the company can set the price of a product. It can set a very low price so as to recover only the cost of the product, or it can set a high price so that the company can get the maximum profit from the product. Now, how to set the price for the product? There are different approaches or methods of pricing the product. First method is the cost based approach. Second method is value based pricing, and third method of pricing is competition based approach. Now we will see one by one these different methods of pricing the product. Cost based approach or cost based pricing or markup pricing. What happens in this method? Suppose a company wants to set the price for a product. What you will do? Look here, an example is written over here. Suppose the total per unit cost of production is 1,50,000 and company wants to earn a return of 15% on 1,50,000 on the, that is the cost of production. What they will do? They will charge 1,50,000 plus 15% of 1 lakh, that is 1,60,000. This method of pricing is called as cost based, that it covers the cost plus the profit that the company wants to charge on the product. This method is called as cost based pricing or markup pricing method. Now, second method of pricing the product is demand based or value based pricing method. It is the most highly recommended pricing technique by consultant academicians. The basic concept is setting a price to capture the majority of what your customers are willing to pay. What customers are willing to pay, that is going to be charged. Under this method, price is set on the basis of customers' value perception and demand. So what is the value the customer is going to pay for the product? On that basis, the price charge is called as demand based or value based pricing method. For example, say the courses which you are studying like BA, BCom, what is the fees they are charging? It depends upon the perception of the customer. What you think is right? On that basis, an average is taken and the price is charged from you, that is the fees is collected. In pursued value pricing method, first the produce bias view, what we have learned right now. Experiences, feelings, and a perception of the value and fix is the price around the average price pursued by the product. So we have discussed it right now. Cost and demand are the secondary thing for the product. Why such a pricing is done? Value based pricing. because it reflects a sustainable competitive advantage where there is little or no competition. The next method is competition based pricing method. Under this method, the price is charged as per the competitor price. For example, competitors charge X price, the other fellow will also charge X price. Competition price charges all depends upon the nature of competition and the product market expectation. This method ignores the market demand and the cost of the product. What is the competition based pricing method? One is the going rate pricing method. What is going rate pricing method? It involves charging the price of the product as per the price of the market or the competitor. For example, agriculture goods. How are they priced? They are priced as per the going rate in the market. If the rate in the market is increased, the price of agriculture goods also increase. For example, in Nepal, noodles, they are charged as per the rate in the market. So in today's online session, what we have discussed is, we have discussed the what is price mix, what are the different kinds of prices we pay. We also discussed what are the factors that affect the pricing. We have discussed some internal factors, some external factors of pricing. Next, we have seen the different methods or different approaches of pricing the product. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.